Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Urban Absurdity. I'm your host, OG Ron.
And I'm Bianca.
And she's a little too excited tonight. Way too excited. I'm tired, sleepy, slow, groggy. Somebody give me a thesaurus.
Pump it up.
Was that Bad Boy?
No. Hey, that was that Joe Budden.
Oh.
That was that Joe Budden. I wonder.
That nigga only hit.
You know what, though? They said that was his only hit because of politics, like rap politics. Because Joe had flow. I mean, he still got flow. So the fact that he couldn't come up after that, like that was just a dance hit. Everybody know you put out the dance hit, and then you put out the other shit.
I was kind of like that song. You remember that song Benzino dropped?
Hey, which one? I don't remember.
It was the only hit. It was like, he had one hit. Like, I didn't know who he was until that song came out. I used to see him, like, you see him in a video.
I'm about to find it, because I gotta see.
It was hot for a minute, though. His only, like, hit song.
Let me see.
I mean, shit, I wish I could be known for a hit song, even if it's only one. But that shit was like, it was club shit.
Y'all not gonna be making me out to be a joke.
What the hell is the name of that song?
Was it the Eminem diss? Wasn't he dissing Eminem in it? Or was it?
No, it was like just a straight club banger. Like, it was just a banger.
Was it Rock the Party?
That might have been it.
That seems like a song that he...
You know what I think that is? I think that is. You can't play songs. I found out the hard way. You remember we played that Lil Wayne?
That boy came through like, wait, what? Who are you?
We played a song a little while back, like a couple months ago when Wayne album first dropped. And like instantly, like on YouTube, like they flagged it. But they got away with like they'll take the song out and then like keep the posting up. Like, damn, they ain't playing around with that shit.
Listen, I can't really find his hit single because he done came out with songs after that.
Man, you just got to put in Benzino's #1 hit or Billboard hit. Ain't many up there. It's only one. It was probably Rock the Party, though.
I don't know. They done pulled up some hits with him and Althena.
Who the fuck is Althena? I just be saying names like I know who it is. Althena.
Althena is his wife. Well, was his wife or is his wife. I don't know if they still together, but he met her on the show. Like they started.
What, on Love and Hip Hop?
That's the one where him and Althena and what's the other dude's name? And Stevie J and Jocelyn was fighting over.
I thought he was messing with Carly Red. You remember the crying episode with the snot?
This is afterwards.
That nigga got cancer. That was some thick ass snot. Like,
what's wrong with you?
That wasn't cry snot. Like, cry snot is thin.
Let me see. I got my
just be a little bit on the rim. Like, that nigga shit was all on the lip.
Let me see if this is, because I can't be sure. And I want to know. I want to know if this is it. I'm not going to play it loud.
Rock the Party sounds like it was it.
I got to see. Let me see.
Like, they was pulling up to the club, like, in what your old ass doing going to the club? I know it was a video, but I might have to search for that shit myself. I think it was
you're right. It was. Because he had
but it was decent though.
Because the remix had Lil' Kim and everybody in that mug.
Hey, you know what, you show right. I think you figured it out.
It was Rock the Party. Shout out to Benzino, Rock the Party. Hey.
That's the reason that nigga can't go on tour. You got one track.
They said
y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ready? I want everybody to get up. They could be doing that shit for 2 hours.
Who said, play it over again?
Hold on, we having some difficulties with the mic.
Just rap it. You remember the
words. Everybody get tired, rock out, go home. 3-minute concert.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Hey, speaking of hits, this ain't funny, but this was I was just watching when you pulled up. This was we gonna get to that if you know what I'm talking about. I was just watching like when I came in, and my girl got me a Philly, so I'm sitting there eating that motherfucker and turn the TV on, and what's love got to do with it on? And that limo scene just happened to come like within 2 minutes. I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, this is the funniest. It shouldn't be funny, but it's the funniest scene ever because she got at that dude. But why would you pull that boot off like that though?
Hit him with it.
And she fucked him up. But this dude gonna pull a boot out like that's just disrespectful.
You know what? Sometimes you just in certain situations. I'm not saying domestic, but in certain situations, you just use what's around you or on you. You know what I mean? It could be a belt, a boot, like just anything. If you got an oil pan around you, you gonna use what you got.
Hit that nigga with a wiper blade. Just whatever's laying around.
They detach. Walk up.
These new blades, goddammit. What the fuck are you doing? Hey, you know what? That movie was like, it was so fucking good. I'm glad people seen what she had to go through to get away from that type of shit. And I'm kind of leading up to something too. And this happened locally. I know, well, shit, it's worldwide now. I'm kind of upset. I'm a Chiefs fan. So I'm torn. But this situation, and you know what? I got to go. This is like a topic bundle. Like a Black Friday topic box. You know what I'm saying? It got TMZ in there.
Hey, TMZ boy.
TMZ don't give a fuck, bro. They will ruin your shit. And I got to get, all right, before I get into TMZ, everybody knows Kansas City Chiefs running back Kareem Hunt, due to an incident that happened in March involving a 19-year-old at a hotel, directly after the incident, he spoke with the Chiefs front office, general manager, you know, the important people. They want to know what's going on because they keep tabs on their players.
They come in here, sit down.
Yeah, tell me what happened. Let's go over what happened.
Have a seat.
And all right, I guess and we gotta assume that he lied, which he lied. He had to. There was no video evidence.
Hey, niggas, boy.
But
it's going there. Listen, there's going to be video. There, when you think there's not video, there's video.
He should have known there was video in a hotel.
There's going to be,
or his apartment. Like I keep seeing different stories, but luxury apartments, hotels, there's cameras. I don't give a fuck.
Doesn't matter.
All right. He told the general manager, basically, I guess he told him a little story. I got to altercation. I had to kick 2 girls out the room. I don't know if he went into the nigga part. The way I hear the story,
I'm sure he did though.
It was, because he had to like swing to his foot. It's just like everybody. If you're at a job, and I've lied before and it caught me. It caught me like a day later. Matter of fact, at ECM. At ECM. All right, I don't remember the boss's name, but I'm going to go off topic for like 2 minutes. I'm pulling in one day, rainy day. I had just bought a Charger. You know, the parking lot stayed full with people going to get new cars. So I come that motherfucker to work one day. I've been working all this overtime. Let me go give me a Charger. Come in, red Charger. I'm a motherfucker. All right. I'm sitting behind this fucking little truck, like a delivery truck. Now, when I pulled behind him, he had his reverse lights on. So I'm like, all right, I was kind of past him, so I had him blocked. I see his reverse lights, so I'm like, oh, shit, got a good spot. You know, niggas used to try to kill for a good spot up close.
Right.
So I backs up a little bit. And, like, the reverse light stayed on for, like, I got to clock in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So 3 minutes later, I'm like, bro, this nigga bullshitting. So I pull around. I'm kind of mad. So it's wet outside, too. So I start doing, like, a couple of little, I'm turning the corners, like a little halfway burnout on both times, like tires screeching and shit. I didn't notice until the last second when I'm pulling back, I see him out. You know, we had them white smocks.
Yeah.
So he's outside smoking with it on. You know, everybody's just coming to work, and I know ain't nobody leaving with theirs on. I'm like, oh, shit. So I kind of parked like, it was like I went out of his view. I didn't get the spot I was about to get. I had tinted windows, so he didn't know who was in there. So I get out of the car, I walk around and shit. But as soon as I got to where the walkway leading up to the door, he came down. He was like, what did he say? He was like, is that you in that, you know how white people say, he was like, was that you in that hot rod? I'm like, no. He was like, so that wasn't you spinning the tires? I'm like, no, I just pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Some bullshit. So he was like, all right. So I go in the building. And this was the important dude. Doug, I think his name was, with the glasses, short, bald dude. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Seemed like he let it go. So I go in. But I'm thinking, like, you know how ECM is. Everybody knows who drives what.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't happen that night. The next day, I get a little tap on the shoulder like, Doug want to see you. I'm like, oh, fuck, because Doug known for firing a motherfucker. I go in there. It's like he already know from the look on my face. He was like, why'd you lie? First thing he said. So I'm like, man, because I was out there. I was doing some dumb shit. I actually said shit. I was like, I was doing some shit, some dumb shit. And basically, I thought I was going to get fired. I ain't got no excuse. But the only thing that saved me is that I was a workaholic there. And motherfuckers talking about they got good reviews on me, blah, blah, blah. He was like, I ain't going to fire you. But it was the fact that you lied. So, you know what I mean? He was like, don't do it again, blah, blah, blah. And that's what happened with Kareem Hunt. Had he just said, because I've seen comparisons to Ray Rice, it was nothing like that. Ray Rice damn near killed that bitch. Well, that woman. What he did was, you saw some smacking around. She threw a couple of punches. He pushed her. Not as hard as you could have. Kareem Hunt's an NFL football player. This girl weighs all of like 110 pounds. Not defending any kind of violence. It wasn't domestic. It wasn't this girl or nothing. But then it was like they almost had him in the room. His friends almost had him in the room. Then he do like this charge and kind of like pushes them both out. And then I seen a kick too. It was a kick. I won't lie. But it's like, bro, confess to it. If you're not going to go old dog and motherfucking Kane and get the tape. If I'm an NFL player and I make a stupid decision like that, that motherfucking tape will be in my possession within the hour. Somebody works behind that camera and they willing to take $20,000 cash right now. How TMZ got this is what I'm thinking about. How does TMZ come up with the video 8 months later? Who was holding this video? Was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to wait to see how this nigga do this season. Hell, he won the Russell title next year. I'm going to wait till this shit hot. I could probably get $1 million. And eventually TMZ came up with it yesterday, and they drug it in the mud. They made like 6-7 posts about Kareem Hunt. Oh, now people are mad about TMZ Sports for posting it. They was really instigating it. It was a whole lot, and a whole lot of people are mad. I would kind of say, though, no fault against them. I don't know them, but I would kind of say, too, like they're holding football ahead of everything. They like, okay, nigga, you ruining our chances. You taking Kareem Hunt, nigga, you could have blah, blah over there. Nigga, take number 91. Get his ass. You know what I mean? A lot of people are defending him. A lot of people, it's bad. It's bad.
I saw the video. Listen, when you see a video, you're like, I saw the video. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I talk about this all the time. I don't watch sports. I don't know how good of a player he is. I don't know how much of an asset he is. I don't know any of these things.
The boy good.
What I do know is, like, I've seen people say that you never know what you'll do in those situations. Mm-hmm. But we cannot talk about people when they do stupid shit. And we always do on our show. We talk about people who do stupid shit and we be like, oh, they should have someone around them telling them to do smart things and make smart decisions. That go for football players. That go for you too.
Yeah.
That is the same for you too. Listen, hey, if you invited someone to your room or these chicks to your room and things got bad or whatever, it could have went both ways. I didn't hear the video. Did anyone hear it or they just saw it?
I don't think it was any sound.
Okay, so I can't say, and people will probably get mad at me too. They're like, if someone calls you a nigga and spit on you, I didn't hear that. Y'all didn't hear that shit neither. You don't know why? Because no one heard it. Like, you, and not only that, you had an opportunity to come out and kill that shit in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Would it been crazy because you bringing up shit like people would have been like, shit, they would have never knew. They would have known. Mm-hmm. Somebody would have got that shit, whether it be later on or not. Mm-hmm. If you would have just came out and killed that shit in the beginning, especially around the time it happened, it was a lot of Black Lives Matter shit going on. You know what I mean? You could have came out, like I'm saying, to get people on your side. You know what I mean? You could have came out, handled that like, this situation happened, and would have had more people on your side and would have looked better because you were the first person to say, I admit what I did was wrong. However, this is why I did it. Mm-hmm. Good. Wonderful.
I agree with that.
Wonderful. But you did not. You said the shit after the video came out, and that's why you did it. And whether that's the chief's decision, who told him not to say anything, bad call. Regardless, bad call. If it was, because I'm not saying the chick did not say that either. I'm not saying that she didn't say it. But it's the point is, if she did say it, you should have had somebody else do that. You know what I mean? If she did say that, she disrespected you, spit on you, called you a nigga, all kind of stuff, you should have had somebody else get at her. Yeah,
exactly. I agree with that.
But if she did not say any of that, if you just got mad because you wasn't getting some and you like, do you know who I am? Because to tell you the truth, I'll be honest. If I seen this dude, I wouldn't know who he was. I don't watch sports. Not everybody knows who somebody big is. I don't watch sports. I don't know what any of these niggas look like until something happens like this, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know they played. So if she did not do anything, and just said, no, I'm cool on it, I don't want to do this, or if he wanted her to do something that she didn't want to do, and she's like, nah, you should just told her, okay, well, I'm cool with that, and I'm gonna let you leave. But no one knows if she said that, if she did say it, he should have had somebody else do it. If she did not say that and he did that shit, you wrong. Period. Point blank, you wrong.
Yeah. All right, for what I read too, and this was in because one of the police reports had her as the suspect, and one of the police reports had him as the suspect, as the aggressor in each one. The similarities in the police reports were they were banging on the door. All right, the story goes they were downstairs partying. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's the hotel or his apartment complex or building. All right, he found out after drinking with him and getting up to the hotel, I guess, he didn't care, like during partying and buying drinks. He don't care how old she was for some reason. I don't know. But when you get up to the house,
ID.
yeah, I'm asking for ID before you even buy the drinks if you look, suspect.
That was that. I want some R. Kelly type shit. Horrible.
Yeah, he asked for ID, I guess, when they got upstairs. They found out that they were 19, both of them. So he put them out of the room.
Okay.
And they get the beating on the door. Now, this was in both police reports, both suspects. But this is where I stop and I get in. And I got to say that because I'm that person right now, and my bank account is in the negative. If you're a fucking NFL player and you got people around you, there's an unwritten rule. You don't get involved with these type of bullshit situations. You don't get involved with kicking nobody out, having to go out and do any of the dirty work. If I had a celebrity friend, I wouldn't know how. I would do it in a way where I wouldn't go to jail either. I ain't trying to get locked up because I'm broke. You know what I mean? But you stay out of those types of situations because people are looking. You can just touch a person. There's all kinds of schemes to get somebody into a situation. You are not to come out of that fucking door again. You stay in there. You kick them out. Or you had the option, hey, you bitches want to get in here? Y'all can have this room. I'll go get another one. Anything. Well, sorry about saying bitches, but he made a terrible decision. No matter what she called him, even though, I will say that part, no, I don't know how I would have responded, but I wouldn't have been in that position. Because if they didn't call me a nigga before I put him outside that door, I don't care about you screaming nigga through it.
Yeah.
You came out and interacted with them aggressively.
Right.
So, there was a lot of teasing. You know how Kansas City is. A lot of people don't like the Chiefs here. So, y'all mad. I'm like, dude, he fucked up. Now, you could tease me about what he do on the field because I'm a Chiefs fan, but I'm not a fan of that nigga's personal life. He made a fucked up decision.
And I think that's the point that people don't understand. People are like, but bitches that do anything for money and they do anything and da-da-da. And I'm not trying to say the world that we live in, there are females who would do crazy shit for money. White, black, whatever. They'll do crazy things for money. There are some that are they groupies? If you was willing to go up to the room, you knew what it was. However, at the same time, that does not give anyone the right to charge at them. And I'm only saying even if she did spin on him and say the word nigga, like you said, in those types of situations, you got somebody to handle that for you. People say you don't know what you would do in that type of situation. Yeah, but you ain't got the type of money they got, too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You don't have the type of money that they have. If we day to day, no one can tell me, day to day, a lot of us run across some racist ass shit. You cannot say that time. We don't all the time. And you think twice about doing certain shit because you like, I have a lot to lose. Mm-hmm. I have a lot to lose, which is the reason why I'm not even going to come at you like that. Mm-hmm. Or I'm going to come at you, but I'm going to get you later. Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to worry about it right now because it's too much going on.
Happened to me today. I swear to God. But go ahead. I swear to God.
It's about right on time.
Few hours ago.
This is what happened. No, so you have to take everything into consideration. Sometimes you do have to react differently. You have all this money. You telling me you didn't have an auntie or a cousin that was there around you or close to you or somewhere to be like, hey, let me handle this or let me do this. Or not even somebody to just beat on her or whoop on her or whatever because she did whatever she did. Mm-hmm. If she's outside banging on the door, call security.
Call the police. They will be there for you. And the reason I got to say this, too, is because they weren't here in Kansas City when it occurred. It happened in February, which was Super Bowl month. The Chiefs was at the house. You know what I mean? And he was in his hometown of Cleveland. Now, in Cleveland, he's a hometown hero. You know what I mean? Everybody knows him there. I don't know the young lady. You know what I'm saying? Not too many details have been released about her. So I cannot say she's a groupie. But somewhere in between...
Hey, I'm so sorry for that. So, reason why I'm doing that. That's so groupie love popped in my head.
I seen you start gigging over there.
As soon as you said that shit, though, you can't tell me that shit.
That's like about the third time you've done that.
Nate Dogg in the house.
In 40 shows. R.I.P. to Nate.
Hey, R.I.P. Nate, for real. Brought the bits.
I miss them hooks.
I do.
I will say this, though. It's sad. I mean, and the crazy thing is he will land on his feet because a lot of NFL teams, and I got to say this might not sound like something I would say, but a lot of NFL teams not encourage violence against women for men, but a lot of them have their standards are a little more relaxed than the Kansas City Chiefs because once you fuck up, and I don't care, once they find out that you've done something like that, they letting you go. That's why I don't see why people are so, I mean, you can't defend them. I saw the video. It wasn't the worst. Like, now people got you judging the severity level of violence against women. Yes, it was low, but it still happened. You have to be smarter than that.
It's still happening. Like I said, just the point of saying the fuckery part is if she, like I said, if she didn't say these things, if she didn't say the shit, I wasn't there. I don't know. I'm not going to put words in people's mouth. I'm not going to say she didn't say it. I'm not going to say she did. The only thing that I'm saying is if she did not say these things, the only thing that you had to do was stay in the fucking room. Or the house, or wherever the fuck you was. You didn't even have to come out. When you came out being all tough and all fucking aggressive and shit, you fucked up as soon as you turned that fucking knob. You messed up. You know what? Sometimes black people need to learn how to use the same, and it may not turn out the same way, but black people need to learn how to use the same thing that white people do. I'm going to call the police on you. First of all, I'm going to record you being stupid because it's going to embarrass you as soon as I release this shit. And then I'm going to call the police on you so you can get the fuck out of my shit. Like, so you can get the same type of fucking treatment. Because if not, if I do something else, it's going to turn out bad. Hence, what the fuck just happened. We are not in the position, whether you famous or not, you throw a ball. That lady said, just throw the fucking ball. And that's exactly how they feel about it.
Shut up and dribble.
Yes, shut up and dribble. That's exactly how they fucking feel. That's exactly how they fucking feel. They feel like, yeah, you good. But it's a lot of kids out here that's just as good, that's just as hungry, that want this position, that want this spot the same way you do.
And please don't judge me for this, white people. We've told y'all we love y'all. I don't know how much I can express that I love y'all. But I think...
But we're going to check some shit.
Yeah, I think that And even though, like I said, not defending what he did, but I really do think that, and that's why it was so celebrated when they put it out. Like I said, it was divided, but a lot of people was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They was happy that this young man fucked up. And it's because a lot of young athletes, I mean, let's keep it real. Sports is dominated by black men. Mm-hmm. Sports is dominated by black men, so you're not going to get the chance all the time to redeem yourself because they don't want you there. You'll never, well, we won't hear it. You'll never hear us, boy, I'm so tired of these fast 6-foot vertical jumping motherfuckers, blah, blah, blah. Yes, race played a part in it. I've saw that a lot. Yes, it does. But, and the only reason I say that is because you have players in the NFL who've faced rape charges and like with tons and tons of evidence. Ben Roethlisberger for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he didn't do a day of suspension and he's still their quarterback. You can't put yourself in those predicaments and expect the same outcome. Mm-hmm. So for you fucked up twice. You already are a target because you're a young, rich black man. And you gave them some ammo, basically. You put the bullet in their gun and now, I mean, hopefully your career isn't ended because I still got love for you. You were a KC resident. I mean, you're a KC player. But I can't defend what you did.
Not at all. Not at all. Listen, sir. It's on video.
Yeah, they got your ass on
and
video,
not only
bro.
that, like you said, it's the point that you lied. You know what I mean? Like when you had the opportunity to come clean, you lied. Mm-hmm. Why instead of just keeping it real and just saying this is what the fuck happened? And I'm telling you, sometimes people need to understand if you can stop something before it happens, do that shit.
Hell yeah.
Do that shit because that's what's important. That's what you should do. Stop that shit so that way you can be like, okay, you know, I clear things up so I won't have to worry about the shit happening again. Tell your truth so that way no one can hold that shit against you. Mm-hmm. You gotta, like TMZ. Once the shit hit TMZ, you might as well go ahead and call it quits.
It was a wrap. I can run down the timeline real quick before we get off of this. I saw a person share the link about 5 minutes after TMZ posted it. Mm-hmm. I get Kansas City Chiefs alerts. So about 5 to 10 minutes after that, because they were practicing, they got a game tomorrow, Kareem Hunt sent home. Now this is 20 minutes from the time TMZ posted this. Kareem Hunt sent home from practice. About 20 to 30 minutes, maybe an hour. I don't know, because I was like locked into it. I'm searching for updates like, oh, fuck, what's about to happen? Mm-hmm. He was placed on the commissioner's exempt list. The NFL, something was like, okay, you can't play. We got to investigate this, blah, blah, blah. So then I'm like, oh, well, fuck. It's going to be a suspension because, like I said, I've seen it from Ezekiel Elliott of the Dallas Cowboys. All types of accusations involving similar situations like this. I've never, ever seen one of them cut. Like, they don't get cut till you get like, okay, well, all right, most of them didn't have a video. So, all right, this case is slightly different then. But about 2 hours later, it was like the Chiefs released him. And that's when everybody went crazy. Like, wow, they made an example out of your ass.
Yeah.
Like, shit, nigga, this shit has not happened. Even in the Ray Rice video where he damn near killed the motherfucker, they didn't release you the same day.
And then you with everything that's happening, like I said, we talked about it before, and I'll get off of it too. We talked about it before though, with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, they made an example.
Boy,
are there more people that are out there that do it that are white? Yeah. Are they in trouble? Not at all. This should tell your motherfucking ass something. Yeah,
it definitely should. And back to TMZ. These motherfuckers is going to get somebody hurt.
Hey, TMZ roll up and gives no fucks.
They don't. TMZ, and they know how to, they got some agitators over there. You know, it's a big boardroom, people sitting there like us on their laptop like, ooh, let's do this. And when the story broke and they saw it was like gaining momentum, they kept running that one in the ground. But what they doing to Tekashi 6ix9ine was even crazier. They finding all types of shit. Like, okay, the feds already got him. You motherfuckers are doing your own independent investigations. Like, all right, this kind of sounds like he was ordering a hit on a rival gang member. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are y'all doing? The man in jail.
Who said, wait, what?
And dude, they played the call. Of course, I don't know if everybody's seen the video. He's on the phone. He's talking to somebody. When he get off, he was like, yeah, I got 30 bands on it. I got 30 bands on it.
Yeah, what did he say? No, oh, God.
It was like, sounds like Tekashi 6ix9ine put a $30,000 hit on this nigga's head. Like, God damn, TMZ.
Well, okay, so what they did was, he said he got a 30-pack on him. So what they did was, they did their research and found out a 30-pack means a hit. Like, this means you paying somebody to... So, that nigga should have used a different terminology for saying he got 30 on him. He should have said, I got 30 cents. You know what I'm saying?
I got 30 cents on this nigga's back right now.
30 cents right now.
Don't say head. Hey, but what got me though, what made me feel like hella unstreet, is like, I never heard, when I hear 30-pack, I mean, I think of a clip. Like, motherfucker got 30 rounds on him, like, boy, you don't want this, I'm ready, I got 30 of them. So TMZ though, they figured out, like, I don't know if it's true or not. You know what I mean? They based in California. Maybe so. I'm like, God damn, TMZ is going to get somebody hurt or get their time extended. And fucking one thing about Tekashi 6ix9ine before we wrap up the legal shit, Tekashi 6ix9ine is in fucking huge trouble. This motherfucker already got a little break on the case with the girl in the video. So I guess he was smacking on her butt or something while somebody else was like actually engaged in sex. And they didn't get his ass. They wanted the nigga with the money. Like the nigga that was actually making the real sexual contact, this nigga's free. But Tekashi 6ix9ine join in or play around like hitting her butt or something like that. And they fucking like, okay, we can get in your ass. So what they did was he's in jail and they know it's going to be a while, I guess. They talked to the feds like, oh, when he going to be in that while, all right, cool. So they figured, all right, he can't, fulfill his obligations for community service, so they say, okay, all right, we just gonna throw the case out, time served or whatever like that. But now the feds are adding more and more charges, and they actually said, like, TMZ found transcripts of somebody plotting to kill Tekashi 6ix9ine, one of his own fucking crew members.
Listen, hey, you get a dude used to be a lawyer, boy.
Oh my man, Harvey Levin, you fucking evil genius. You taking over the world, boy.
Listen, if I go down for anything, I'll be like, hey, get that nigga on TV. get him on my case.
Get his ass. That nigga is the biggest snitch in the world now. But okay, we'll get off of that. I got another story. This was kind of strange and kind of, it was funny to me, I won't lie. But the mom of this child didn't find it funny. Southwest Airlines has issued an apology because a TSA agent made fun of her 5-year-old child. Now, this nigga actually, I don't know if he was black or white. They didn't show a photo, but this nigga was pointing.
Oh, the person who did it.
Yeah. You know, a motherfucker be pointing and laughing, got one hand over their mouth, and like, this motherfucker's name is Abcde. Now, the pronunciation, as the article said, was Abcde, like abs or something, Abcde. But I made a couple of jokes. I'm like, dude, if you name your child, and I won't even say Abcde because when you see it on a letter or see it somewhere, it's ABCDE.
Yeah.
You gotta let some shit. You gotta have a sense of humor with that, I think.
Delivery is everything. Here's the problem. Do I think the name is crazy? Yes. However, my name is different. You know what I mean? So, do I think that name is like, yeah, like, but here's the problem. The problem is you are a professional or supposed to be a professional in that type of job. Mm-hmm. For you to say, if I seen it, I would have been like, oh, wow, how do you pronounce her name? You know what I mean? Like, and then she would have said it okay. The problem is when you go to pointing and pointing at this kid, you know what I mean? And she,
like, hey, look at this.
And she doesn't know why you pointing. Mm-hmm. Whether the name is crazy, you deserve to get your ass beat. You deserve.
I agree.
Because it's making the kid feel uncomfortable. And I think what she said in her interview is that she didn't understand why they were pointing and why they were laughing at her until she went online and saw that the girl posted her shit.
That was the part I didn't know if you knew about that. Like, why would you? Okay, the laughing part. Dude, ain't it a crime to do that? I thought
to have that type of job, and then when they said that they don't disclose what happens to their employees, no, you need to disclose what happened to your employee because you have customers coming. You don't know how many times a person has done that. So not only are you just looking at this person's name, you can be posting a lot of people's information when they go get flights and get tickets. You could be posting all the information. No, you should disclose what you did to this person. Now, luckily, I will say this, and I love you white people, but a lot of the times it's us that's come up with these crazy names, and this time it was y'all. So I feel like that was redemption for us. But I do think that for her to do that, to embarrass that kid like that, because is she gonna have fucked up times with her name with kids already just being kids? Yeah, but us as adults, there are certain times that I want to laugh at a lot of shit, and you know what I do? I don't laugh because it has something to do with a kid, and I don't ever want the kid to feel like. I remember when that lady laughed at Mama.
Yeah, because they'll remember that. That's some traumatizing shit.
They'll remember that, so there's no need for me to do that, but for you to do that and then post that shit. Is the name crazy? Yeah. But I also feel that way when I see people with apostrophes in their name and they don't understand that apostrophe shouldn't even be there if that's how I pronounce your kid's name. Like people, words and quotations, commas, apostrophes, they mean things.
Yeah.
They mean things. They actually sound things.
Yeah.
Words mean things.
They saw Beyonce's name and just started adding apostrophes after that.
And commas and went crazy. And I'm like.
Hyphens and shit. Like, what the fuck is this?
Shit. And I'm just like, that doesn't, if you are telling me that your kid's name is this, then that shouldn't even be right there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, but do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. It's your kid's name.
Live your life.
It used to be $250 to change your name. Now it's $500. Go ahead and, just make that change like Mike said if you don't like it. But no, I think she was wrong for doing that shit.
Yeah, I think so. And I've been teased as a kid about my name because Ronald Reagan was still fresh.
This fool. Right up. Whatever, right up.
I didn't start to like my name until I got older. I never liked my middle name. But it was like, yeah, Ronald was like something. Well, it's not traumatizing. It's not to the point like that because it was common. I used to look it up. It was like.
Tell the people your middle name.
No. No.
You brought it up. We want to know.
No. You know the crazy thing about my middle name?
We won't know the crazy thing about it until you say it.
I changed the spelling of it.
Oh, tell us what it is.
And I didn't pay. I ain't pay shit. I just went when I was going to get an ID. I just wrote that shit in, and that shit's on my ID, so it's legal, nigga. Shit. I got y'all ass. I ain't pay y'all nothing.
And I'm out.
But if you gonna name your kid something like that, I won't say be prepared to be teased because I think that was way overboard. I think it was way out of line. And damn, should he be fired for that? Or was it a woman? It was a woman?
Whoever it was, I think they should.
You think they should?
Because you are we have to understand too, when we have certain jobs, we have expectations at certain jobs. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I work within healthcare. Mm-hmm. I know there's a lot of things that I can't do. I can't come on the show, talk about certain things. Mm-hmm. I leave that out too. You know what I mean? Because I know that those are things that I can't do. We all have jobs, and on certain jobs, we know we can't do certain shit. You know what I mean? So why would you even, and then to take it to social media, you know what I mean? I feel like if you just did that, then maybe they should have talked to you, or maybe you should have maybe not have gotten fired. But once you made that public to everybody,
yeah, if you had a temporary lapse in judgment, all right. But once you put it on social media, it's like you just asking to get fired.
Yep.
And just like when I said something happened to me today, it's like that's one of the things too, because I got people that I work with that listen to this show. So, yes, I was pissed at work. Like, today could have been my last day. Today really could have been my last day. And it all goes to it, even as TSA agent, even that football player, and even my ass. You have to make certain decisions that are best for you, and you have to fucking, like, you really have to think about it ahead of time so you be prepared when it happens.
And that was my point. That's my point. We deal with stuff every day, man. Every single day. So there are certain things, and I know people are like, but you don't get spit on every day. You don't get spit on every day. And I'm not saying that you do. But all I'm saying is you motherfuckers don't get $1 million checks and shit every day either. So you have to remember certain things too, the same way you want somebody else. You don't get these checks. I know people who, if they didn't get their work check, would die, would flip out. So you think about this person getting checks that are above what we would ever see in a year. And you telling me that
some people are fucking lifetime.
A lifetime. And you telling me that you wouldn't think differently? Shit.
Yeah, there's nowhere in hell. I would not. You would have, and yes, I can say this. I'm saying this now from my point of view now. But trust me, I'm not 23 years old, so believe me, I've been poor long enough to tell you what I would do with some money. Now, a person coming into it, you already know you coming into it at like the age 18, 16, 17, you a star, blah, blah, blah. You can make some fucked up decisions. But trust me when I tell you, and I'm sure this counts for Bianca too, because, hey, if I get $1 million, boy, you're going to have to do some shit to get me to fuck that up. To fuck that next check up? Oh, it's going to have to be some shit.
Shit. You the kid that my mama? I'm trying to send somebody out.
Let me talk to her. I'm going to play this calm. Let me talk to her. Nigga, I ain't got my mama. Fuck that. We going to really fucking protect this $1 million. Believe that shit. All right.
I want my money. I'll be like, hey, are they tripping? do they want the problems? Or
I get a phone. Like, where you at? What's my middle name, goddamn? I gotta make sure this is you.
They said they got you.
Oh shit, they got her ass.
I mean, did you eat? What are they talking about?
Oh my god. Hey, I'm gonna start factoring everything. Well, she is 66. Shit, I might not never get another $1 million. All right, I would do that.
Oh.
All right, I gotta bring this up, and only because this is some weird shit to me. And I say this because, like, I don't have any kids. I'm not a father. So to hear somebody say this, it's just kind of crazy. 50 Cent has, like, been going off on his son the past, say, about a week now. And everybody knows his son is, like, partly famous because of him. Well, famous because of him. That's how you know him. 21 years old, Marquise. And I guess he's basically like, his son is rebelling. Like, I guess the baby mama drama between 50 and his son is now, him and his son has never been on, like, have never been on the, good terms. Mm-hmm. So he basically said, I'll pay $1.3 million in child support. Y'all spent up all the money.
A year?
No, I guess total.
Oh, altogether. Okay, I'm about to say, shit.
I guess that's a grand total. And he doesn't get along with his baby mama. And now his son is just like hanging out with his enemy sons and, like, I guess doing shit to piss him off. You know how kids are, like, especially you got this terrible, like, this turbulent relationship with your pops. And I don't know if he's just trying to get to him. Like, maybe he think that'll help. Maybe y'all can reconcile after that shit if he do some petty shit like 50's known for. But I don't think I would go out and say that. Like how hard is it to ignore it? I mean, you still talk, even though it's your son, you still talking about a 21-year-old. I know you petty, you king petty, but like wishing death on your son. And it got me thinking, because I'm a Power fan, is like, did 50 write the part where he killed his son in the movie? I mean, in Power? Like, is that something directly related? Like, do you really, are you that
Mad?
Yeah, you that mad with your son when you would actually like depict you in a series and actually killing your son? Like, I don't know. It just got me to thinking. Like, is it that deep?
It's funny to me because it seems like his son is only doing the shit that he would do.
Yeah, that's that nigga's son.
Which is why it's like, shit, keep that same energy. You like, you do the shit all the time. Mm-hmm. But it seems like the only person that could piss you off and get to you is your kid. Because with the shit that he say, he getting to you, and I don't care how petty you are, he's getting under your fucking skin.
All the way. All the fucking way.
But you the same type of person to get into it with somebody and get their baby mama. And whether a person say, well, that's just their baby mama, but they got kids with that person. Which is fucking up a situation. So it's okay if you do that shit, but when that shit getting done to you, that shit's not so cool. It's not so.
Yeah, I think it hurt a little bit more coming from his son.
I know
it stings.
I know it does. It does sting. But I'm just saying, you kind of do the same shit to other people in other people's situations. You know what I mean? So now since it's coming to you, it's bad. But I could never see myself, no matter how much I was into it with my kid, like, I really want you to die, or I want things to happen. And I don't think that he really wants that to happen to his kid. I think he's angry. He's upset, and he wants to get under his skin. He wants to do the same thing. You know what I mean? He wants to bother him. He wants to.
Well, it's definitely working.
Yeah.
Whatever he's doing is working.
Yeah.
I just never saw, like, even the pettiest people, and I could be fucking, like, super petty, but, man, when it comes to family members, and I'm not going to sit here and be fake, like, everybody was like, oh. Well, some people will just, like, try to say that there are never any disagreements with family. Some go further than others, but, so, all right, with my family, like, me and my sisters, like, what was this, a few months back, like, we weren't talking to each other, but that's how we solve shit. Like, we might take a break for a couple of weeks. I ain't calling your ass, and you don't call me.
This will say, you know I ain't talking to you.
Yeah, but there would never be, like, you will never see me say anything ill about a family member, because I know, like, I don't want to be looked at, because we gon' make up. Like, we not fucking built to just say fuck y'all forever. Even though some people are, and I've seen it, and it's like strange. It's like, damn. And then people are like, bro, you don't know, and you don't know our situation, but I'm like, shit. I mean, I just can't comprehend it because I wouldn't do it, and I've never been through it.
I think we would have to dig a little bit deeper into the situation on what's going on with them. I really do. I think we would really have to, because I know they're upset with each other, and I know he feels like, shit, you didn't do the shit for me. You didn't, you know what I mean? I know, but we would have to figure out exactly, like, really what's going on with that situation to make him feel the way that he does, and to make his son feel the way that he does. Like, I mean, and things could happen. Things could change. Look at Sky from Black Ink and her son.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so, you know,
I saw that. It was a reunion, like, recently, wasn't it?
Yeah, so things could change. Things could happen. Things could be like, you know, where they actually sit down and have conversations and talk to each other. I don't believe that you should wish death on your kids, period, no matter what, because they're your kids. You had them no matter how much you disagree with them, how much they get on your fucking nerve, how much distance you have with them. I just don't think that that's cool, or that's something that you should do. But they both petty, so.
Yeah, I will say that. He's petty number 2. 50's definitely number 1. I would just think that, like, if for no other reason, that's your son, you know eventually he'll have a kid. Yeah. And, like, you don't want that shit just recurring and recurring. Man, you don't want him to think that that's cool.
I think he just hurt. He's just hurt. Dude is just hurt. I think that he wishes that he was closer to his son. And I think that his son wishes that he was closer to his dad. But since they not.
I mean, I would hope so. I mean, a human, I would hope they would. I mean, because what the fuck could have happened? Like you said, we'll have to do some digging, because what the hell could have been so bad to where, like, y'all actually be? Because his son made a song. He made a diss track a little bit ago.
This was that,
1 2 1 2. Yeah, this is what y'all been waiting on. Nigga, don't nobody know your ass.
But we haven't.
We have not been waiting on this, but go ahead.
We don't even know you.
Nigga, proceed. You don't have to say that shit, but we will listen. Shit.
Hey.
Hey, was that 50 Cent?
This was at The Wait Is Over. No one even
knew. They got a few bars on. Shit.
The wait is over. Listen, if y'all don't stop saying the wait is over on y'all on y'all mixtapes, especially if we didn't know that we were supposed to be waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know what the funny thing about this, and I used to rap, know shitloads of niggas who rap. The reason why you can't say the wait is over is because there is no wait. As soon as you finish that last song, you put it on Facebook.
This was what were we waiting for?
It ain't been you just finished that shit we listening to it tonight. It ain't like Lil Wayne or something. Oh, this shit dropping November 23rd. And it's like July or something. You know what I mean? Now that's a wait.
Yeah.
If you finish your shit and drop it, you know how the niggas be like, hey, 100 likes, I drop my mixtape. They only get like 63. I'm still gonna drop it on y'all. Nigga, we didn't like it for a reason. Do not drop that shit.
No, please. Please, no.
Nigga unfriend you when you just drop it. Like, dude, don't just be dropping little shit and we didn't like it.
No, we didn't. We never knew. We didn't know we were supposed to. Sorry. I just need to say that. Just come out with the song and be like, I hope y'all like this shit.
Yeah, I might listen to it then. If you make me feel like,
oh yeah, okay, you getting this? You just put this out. You just put this shit out. Okay.
Shit don't be mastered. You got your headphones on. That shit loud, like dude.
You hear the kids in the back. So nobody was gonna cut this shit out.
Oh my God.
We're done.
I will say this though. I gotta say this. I don't talk about too many album releases on the show, but that nigga Meek did his thing.
First of all, listen. Let me tell you, Meek has been showing out since the breakup. Meek has been showing out since the release.
He ain't have to do him like this though. He had to do that shit. The wait is over.
Meek, you can say the shit. You have been very impressive. This just goes to show. Sometimes as artists, and I seen this on this. I guess it was a special on Netflix, and they said that a lot of musical artists have to go through a lot of stuff before they can really put out something that's just like, because they're going off their emotion, their lives, what they've been through. So they have to go through a lot of stuff to be like, okay, like
this is it. And he been dropping. I gotta say this because I'm the biggest critic of music. It's like a lot of the newer artists, I'll admit, I give them half a chance because I'm like, I don't know, I kind of go into it like, I'm probably not going to like this shit. And I listen to it, and even if it's good, like, I didn't bring the right energy. But like a couple of albums ago, like, what was the last one? Because that one was dope too. I can't remember the names. I know the new one is Championships. I can't remember. All right, anyway, this shit though, it's like it's so meaningful. It's like, it's not just, I'm going to shoot you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. The number 2 track was Trauma, and he's talking about just jail life and the things we go through, like what was going on while he was in there, the judge. It was like, the shit was so real, it was like a movie.
Yeah.
And then the song with Jay-Z, the What's Free, he did a remix on Biggie's What's Beef. Dope. Jay-Z, I can't lie, Jay-Z like 76.
You know what? That man is not that old. He's like 64.
About 60-ish. Okay.
We fucking with you,
Jay-Z coming though. Jay-Z, and you know what? I'm happy about this. This is like another lane, but one of the good things is like when hip-hop, you know how they was like hip-hop is 50 years old. Hip-hop is like, that was a while ago when I heard that, but it's like, it's real dope to see somebody I grew up listening to. and he's still dropping shit that like nobody and the lyrics he's doing like it's hard to say the shit Jay-Z said. It's hard to say I ain't got 1 billion streams, but I got $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Not just the bragging, but just the thought he put into it. Like that verse was like an album. It really makes you. The last Jay-Z album, the shit was too adult for me. It was too mature.
I liked it.
I listened to it. It was, it's not one of those CDs that I will play every day. But if Jay come with some shit like he just dropped on Meek shit, bro, I will never take it out because it's just so like I'm so intrigued by this man's journey. It's like just the things he said and the things he does, and he's accomplished that. Yeah. So you want to hear it from him. Some people get to that level. Like you don't hear Diddy. Diddy ain't got the flow, but you don't hear Diddy like, just putting you on some game. Like, Jay-Z is like really like dropping like, hey, this what I do, this what I do, this what how I did it. Listen. This is what y'all should do. It just feel like we being schooled by a great.
Diddy said, can't stop. Won't stop. That's all you niggas need to know. Yeah. Is that I can't stop and I won't stop. That's it. Like, no, but I think what happens is, like, okay, so what happened with Lil Wayne? I think the problem is once you put out so much music, like Jay-Z, after he put out so much, he gave himself a break. Like, he would do features and work on business. When you can do that, I think that is the smartest thing to do, opposed to put out music. Although we are in a time where we want you to keep putting out music. Yeah. You remember back in the day you had to make real albums. And it wasn't like you was doing mixtapes, like putting shit out every month or every. We used to wait for an album and be like, oh shit, this shit's about to be fire. Because we waited. Like that was an actual, the wait is over. Because we waited.
The wait is finally over.
Yeah, because
I got 2 kids now. This nigga just dropping this shit.
Oh, like it took time. And I think the problem is when you could just put out music so easily. And then you kind of run out of, because no one can tell me, I don't give a fuck how you feel about Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne dropped hits for decades strong, like back to back to back to back to features, hot shit, back to back. And it was kind of like, damn. So of course you need to go sit down. You need to sit down and recoup. You need to sit down and get that shit together.
Exactly.
And then you come back better. You come back like, okay, like I took the time out to relax. Like Drake. I love Drake. You know how I feel about Aubrey. Drake
came in with a dope ass verse on this Meek too.
Listen, you know how I feel about Aubrey. What makes me worried about Aubrey is I'm like, okay, Aubrey. Now we doing a little bit too much. I think it's time to scale back. I think it's time to just, and I understand what he always tell me.
Drake trying to pay for that house.
Listen, I know he always trying to tell me like you can't take the time, can't let these niggas win, and I'll be like, you right, but you need to just go ahead and take your time and just recoup, get things together, get that mind flowing, and then just come back strong.
One of the things I think with Drake is like one of the processes of a big artist is like they might record like 30 to 40 songs and then condense them down to 13 to 16 or something like that and put out a CD. Right now, I just got to say that Drake probably, if you go in there and you knock out 50 songs getting ready to do a project, and all the motherfuckers dope, you might just squeeze out some more bread out of that shit. I think that's probably what Drake is, because I do admit that Drake is like, bro, you can hear this nigga like sing songy and then jump on a gangster rapper shit, but you gotta believe Drake, because one of the odd things about Drake and the artists, not too many artists have like been able to pull that off, is that Drake got some real backing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Drake got some gangster niggas back there. Drake got the mob ties niggas back there. You know what I mean? So So he can go to singing and then be like, nigga, you might get clapped. And you got to believe that shit because Jay Prince already put the stamp on that nigga. You know what I mean?
No, listen, Drake Cole, I don't care if he sing, if he dance, if he want to do a video with him saying nothing, it's going to sell. Drake is cold. And anybody who's upset, who's mad, who's like he's not, he's it. It is what it is. That's his lyrics. I was listening to Thank Me Now, and I said, oh, that boy cold. Like, why would you? And people can say whatever they want to. It's funny when I hear people say, oh, well, somebody writing for him. But nobody's writing for this person. You are not in the booth with that person. Y'all kill me with that shit. How do you know? Fans, super fans sometimes want to feel like they more into it than they're not. And that's a problem. Like, you don't know who really writing for these people or if they just coming up with this shit themselves. The only one we could be sure of who nobody wrote that shit was Pac. And I'll fight anybody about that shit.
Shit, that nigga ain't. Hey, people didn't have time to fuck with Pac. Like, nigga, I'm not about to write 6,000 songs for you. I don't give a fuck if shit not don't call me, nigga. Fuck you.
All right, I just wrote 7. Like in an
Come
hour.
here, twist the nigga arm. All right, nigga. They holding the nigga left while he writing with.
He said, I'm almost done. Like, listen, this is the only person we can be sure of that nobody wrote his shit. Because everybody can vouch and say Pac was always writing. Like, there is proof of writing in his handwriting of what he wrote. Like, he wasn't typing it on no phone. Like, this was real shit he was writing. So the only person that we could be for sure that wrote their own shit was Pac.
Yeah, Pac, I saw like about maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I seen everything 2 or 3 months ago on the show. Like, they auctioned off some love letters that Tupac wrote. Like, this nigga just loved writing.
He went to the School of Arts. That was what type of person. You cannot just become that type of artist. And like you said, I just don't rap. That's not just what I do. You can't limit me to one thing. I'm universal. I'm good in a lot of things. And people who are good in a lot of things have talent like that. Like, they could do certain. You're not just writing rhymes just to get a check, and that's how you feeding your family. Like, you do the shit because you love doing it, and you're a true poet. Like, poetry is supposed to be where rap comes from. Yeah. And when you take the poetry out of rap is when you have shit like, you know, this generation's music. Did I say it? I did.
Yeah, well, you got to.
Did I say it? I did. Don't get me wrong. Will I listen to it and will I jam to you? I will. But do I call it real music and poetry? Not at all.
I gotta say this before we get out the music. I got a crazy ass dude. I met him a few times on my Facebook page. And when Tekashi, because at first they said they weren't gonna release his new CD because he had went to jail. But when I guess when they dropped it, he was like, I saw a status he made. He was like, it's a dope ass album. So I'm like, wait a minute, this nigga's older. You talking about? You say Tekashi 6ix9ine shit is dope. So, but before I could answer the question, because usually I try to stay off his post because it take all day. This motherfucker always would like to debate with me. Somebody else asked the question I want to ask. I was like, bro, you listen to Tekashi 6ix9ine? That's what somebody else said. And I guess after a few comments, he was like, bro, this is how I went into it. He was like, I didn't go into it expecting to hear no dope ass shit. I ain't go into it expecting to hear no street ass beats. I ain't go into it expecting to bob my head like that. But I was just working. I listen to it when I work out, and the shit is dope. I'm like, bro, I ain't about to put that many stipulations on no motherfucking music, dog. You're like, look, nigga, I ain't going to the shit to like it. Nigga, I just got to cut the grass. I be cutting grass a lot.
I didn't go into it to actually hear real music. I went into this shit knowing that I was just about to hear some dumb ass shit, and I was cool with listening to some dumb ass shit. Like, that's
basically what he said.
Because at the time I was on some dumb shit, so I was cool with listening to some dumb shit while I was on some dumb shit.
I'm like,
you know
bro,
what I'm saying? I had to get something that. Oh gosh.
So I steered clear of the post.
I will say this. Okay, so the song that he got with Nicki Minaj. Do I like the song? Mm-hmm. Yes. But do I like the song like this shit is so cold? I like the song like shit nigga I'm hype. But,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, but do I like the song like I can listen to this shit and just get like there are songs, and I tell people all the time, that's just like singers. There are singers and there are entertainers. It just is what it is. Singers are ones who don't have to entice you on the stage. They don't have to do too much. You can listen to them sing, like right now, Anita Baker was here. Anita Baker is a singer. She does not have to do much to entertain you. You are going to listen to her music and be like, damn, she's cold. I still love her. Entertainers are ones that can do it, sing, dance, do all that other shit. They entertain you. Because I hear a lot of people saying, when I go to a concert, I want to be entertained. If you are listening to a true singer, you do not have to sit up there and watch you dance. I don't have to watch you dance. I'm here to listen to your talent.
Yeah, they do not have to move. They got a voice like, I'm not a huge concert person, but there are certain people who I've just seen, like, I watch a lot of videos, like, that's how I do my concerts. I'm on YouTube, like with my lighter up in the air in front of my laptop. It's like,
Why you got that damn lighter and the lights off?
I wait till no one's home to do that. Let me dim the lights in here. But I just know some people, like, when it comes to stage presence, there's some people like that voice is just gonna always win you over. Like Anita Baker's one of those people. I remember growing up listening to her music. I was young, like too young to appreciate it, but as you got older and I kind of like grew more into listening to R&B, like those are the type of artists that you can't touch. She don't have to have no choreography. You can come in there and she can sing to your ass for 3 hours and stand in the same. She can sit down.
I know. We talk about throw that chair. Bring that chair in here. And everybody like, ooh, she got to get the chair.
Mother got there with a couch. Like, I bring that couch out here.
This shit better be good. Like, you don't have to, and that's what I mean by there's a difference. Are there, when it comes to like the Migos and shit like that, I'm not going to argue with somebody and say these dudes are lyrical. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Believe what you want. I understand that we are in a different era of liking music. However, I'm not going to say someone is lyrical and it's not to say that people are not lyrical in this time frame. I love J. Cole. I love Logic. Some people, Kendrick, some people are lyrical, but I'm not going to say that you are lyrical when you are not. However, to take up for this new generation, it's not like we didn't have people who were not lyrical who we just like to listen to. Yeah. We did have a few. We didn't have as many as y'all is what we trying to say.
Yeah, the whole game wasn't infiltrated by them.
Exactly. We not trying to say our whole list was like y'all list, but are there some songs that some artists that you feel like shit, when I'm hyped, I want to listen to it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Gucci Mane for me was one of those, I just want to listen to this person when I'm hyped. But if I'm deep into thought, I'm sorry, I'm not putting on Gucci. I'm not listening to I'm not listening to that when I'm like, damn shit, I got a lot to, I got to motivate myself.
Yeah, you don't really listen to trap music. The only person that you might be able to check out some trap music with and still like be able to study an hour later is T.I.
I got to, Jeezy. Listen, I'll listen to some Jeezy if I want to get myself together.
I like Jeezy too, but
I'll listen to Jeezy because there's some songs that Jeezy make that make you feel like shit, nigga. I gotta get off my ass. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you that one.
I gotta go ahead and do what's right. So there are some artists that I'm like, I'll listen to. Trap music I listen to for the motivation. But yeah, there's a difference. There's a big difference. And Tekashi is not one that Tekashi is a victim. He's a victim.
He really is.
He's a victim to the game. He's a victim of, this is what happens when you sign contracts, when you get hot so fast, when you talk shit so fast, when you don't respect the game, when you just get out there and you feel like
that nigga ain't had no respect for the game at all.
And now he in there crying with a suit on. Like you can't do that. You can't be like, I'm going to be disrespectful at dinner, and then at the end of the night not expect anything to happen. No. Yeah. There's consequences for things that you do.
Hell yeah.
And people that you trust, and people will say, oh well, he was young. Yeah, and there's in life, whether we young or old, sometimes we make mistakes that we can come back from. And sometimes we don't, and it don't seem like this. It don't seem like this nigga coming.
I don't think he coming back.
Before you got all them tattoos on your face, you was light enough. You could have slid past a little. Yeah. But after you got them tattoos on your face.
It was over this nigga. It's crazy. It was over after that.
Said, show me what it looked like before the tattoos.
I remember they have a picture in there. Your Honor, this is not the defendant. Who the fuck is this?
Hey, what happened if that boy if he just showed up in court and all the tattoos was gone? What happened?
That would be hilarious if they just wiped out. That would be fucking hilarious.
That would be a skit. Like if that boy came in like he did with.
Hey, have you seen that dude? What's his Fat Boy SSE or something like that? He be on Instagram. Hilarious. I think if you see his face, you've gotta be seen him.
What's his name? Fat
Boy SSE, I think it is. I think that's his handle on Instagram. I'm gonna wait to see if you seen him, if you notice him. He be making like funny ass video, but he's an artist. A lot of people didn't know that he made like a shitload of videos and got his followers up. I think it's Fat Boy. Well, I know it's Fat Boy, but it's like SSE. You know how your friends got BBS and.
First of all,
I think you used to have that shit too.
First of all,
y'all little click.
They made me change it. I tried to switch this shit back. They wouldn't let me do it. I said the disrespect.
Got your own gang.
Gang. You know, the first of all, it's SSB. You know what I'm saying? We coming through. I'm about to change. I'm going to see if Facebook let me change this shit back. For real. You know what I'm saying? But let me see. Okay. I haven't seen him.
Oh, well, he made a hilarious video. He had Tekashi 6ix9ine in it because he came like up. You see him on a lot of celebrities and shit. And like he just so aggressive. He was smoking a blunt. It's just his voice is like stupid funny. He was like, Tekashi 6ix9ine was backstage or something. He walked up. He was like, "This ain't the real 6ix9ine." He just kept saying, and then he kind of just like tried to wipe his tattoos off, and they wouldn't go off. But anyway, so you don't know the dude. You got to watch the videos of him. But to end that shit, I do feel bad for him because the dude got in way over his head. I can remember about a year ago, I saw a video of his manager. He was riding in the car, and this is like one of my dreams. Have you ever just dreamed that like you would call? You know how you call your debit card, and your balance is like $304.67. This motherfucker's manager called. I guess it was a debit card. I mean, it couldn't have been. It had too much money on it. I don't know what the fuck he called, but it had the same voice, and they gave him his balance. And it was like millions of dollars. So now, like, looking at the situation now, what he was saying, like, how he getting robbed and shit, I'm like, how the fuck could you not? This your manager. He called that number, and they said, like, $13-14 million. So if you check your account, well, you already know what's in there, but shit, I done had to call my shit and double check it. Like, if I ain't sitting 2-3 times stronger than him, I got something to say. So that type of shit, that instance right there just made me think that they had a stranglehold on him. And there was none. She was just like a victim.
Let's be honest. There's a lot of not just artists. There are a lot of sports players. There's a lot of people in the industry who are puppets. And it's sad to say, because we've never been in that situation either. We've never broke the internet and came out and said, "Hey, we're going to give you this amount of money, but you got to do this." Like, no one can tell me the way that these people are coming up so fast, whether it be the internet, IG, Vine videos. You cannot tell me. What am I trying to say? Okay, what I'm trying to say is the part about business and money is something that we know nothing about. If you are not in that situation, we don't know about it. Like, a lot of people with money had to fuck up their money when they got big in order to come back and say, "I know what not to do this time."
Yeah.
Like, we could come through and say, "Oh, well, I know what I'm going to do. Or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do this." Until you get in that situation, there will be a lot of things that you need to handle. A lot of things about business that we won't fucking know.
Yeah.
In order for you to know a lot of shit, sometimes you have to fuck up or be very, very close with somebody who fucked up to see what they're doing, to be like, "Oh, okay, this is what I know not to do." Because you can say, "Okay, well, I don't know about business, so let me get with somebody," and have somebody tell you the wrong shit. and you feel like, oh yeah, they feed me game, but they gain it from that. Or you can get a financial advisor.
You buying that game.
Yeah. Or you can get a financial advisor who tells you certain shit to do. And it's kind of like, well, they need to make money too. So if I can make more money off of you because you have money, I'm going to do that. So sometimes you do have to fuck up and get in bad situations for you to understand, okay, this is what I need to do better or what I need to change. So when people come out and they like, okay, well, I blew up over the internet. I blew up overnight. And then people are like, oh, well, they got this money or they're doing this or they're doing this or they getting this. You don't know what that contract says. You don't know what that contract says that they have to do in order to maintain that shit. And sometimes we think a contract just says, well, you got to sell albums or you got to run this fast or you got to catch this amount of balls or you got to do this. And that contract can say way more than that. That contract can say publicly, you need to do this or you need to do that. And this is going to have to keep this money coming in. And since you're young and you don't know about money, or you don't even have to be young, you can just be coming to the game. And the money looks good. You like, yeah, I can do this shit. And then that shit turns into something else. And it gets worse. So you can have people around you that's telling you, like, hey, do the right thing. But if that money's talking to you, you ain't trying to hear what nobody's trying to say.
You're not trying to hear any of it.
He wasn't trying to hear that shit. 6'9". Right on the forehead.
We know you is. You's the dumbass nigga. You got dummy written right on your forehead. I'm one of the niggas, I'm so nosy when it comes to money. I mind my business except when it comes to money. I'm one of them niggas that I can hear, like, you know, Tekashi was saying his 11 for 11 on Billboard. Like, it used to be 6 for 6 and 7 for 7, you know what I mean, before it got up.
Yeah.
I would see a video, randomly see it, Instagram, wherever I saw it. I'd hit my ass right over the celebrity net worth. I'm one of them niggas, like, I'm all in celebrities' pockets.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm intrigued by that level of money, because that's something I've never seen before. But no matter how many months I went to that man, I mean, I don't know how fast it updates, but I went to all different sites. Like, you see a million of them pop up when you Google it. This nigga money wasn't rising.
Yeah.
This nigga money wasn't going nowhere, and them people are thorough. Like Forbes and all that shit, they all in your business. Like, if you ever get some money, trust me, Forbes know when you getting it. They got just like TMZ got celebrity insiders for the news. Forbes got people watching that money. They know when you made a deal, even though the details of this deal weren't disclosed. Forbes know.
Yeah.
Like, that's their job. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right. But it all came out in the end.
It's just, do I feel bad for him?
I do a little.
I don't.
The only reason I do is because he was a kid and he was satisfied with the hundreds of thousands that they let him play with. And he couldn't see past that. A lot of people, and who knows if we could, even though I say I'm older now, but if you take me as a 21-year-old, a goofy ass kid that luckily stumbled on the internet, did some shit, you blew, and somebody capitalized off of it, and just because you come from nothing, they let you play with a few $100,000 every few months, and they playing with millions. It's fuck. His personality throws a lot of people off.
Yeah, listen.
That makes you say, nigga, I don't feel sorry for you, because he touched some hearts with his disrespect.
The ego of those who I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't
do it.
I cannot. Like, you had enough time to, like, change some shit. Mm-hmm. You had enough time to you just had, you know what? It would have been this or the other way. Mm. When XXX died and everybody was like, you know, listen to how he talked. I even listened to how he talked on how he spoke when he used to do videos. Because I was actually intrigued. I will say his weirdness made me be like, even before he died, his weirdness made me be like, I want to know why he's weird. so
I gotta get to the bottom of this shit.
Right the fuck down. Like, for real. Like, I want to know. And then I got interested, like, you can hear when you're young the same thing that we do when we were young, and we could tell when we start changing, when things started to make us evolve and make us think better and make better choices. Mm-hmm. And you could hear when he would talk about certain stuff that he was coming into that. You know what I mean? You could tell he was gradually coming into that. And then his life gets cut short. And then you have somebody who's just like, shit, I just made it because I was light. Let's just be honest, whatever. I'm going to be that black person. I just made it. I'm going to be that black person. I just made it because I was light and I did some shit to my hair and I got some tattoos and I became interesting to folks. And then I started getting with celebrities, and even celebrities are getting with him like, the nigga can't rap. Like, but even celebrities getting with him, like, you make the difference and kids are listening to you when you are this attitude that you just are entitled or that you are better and you did absolutely fucking nothing to be better and you like just talking.
Had the easy road these days.
Yeah, and just talking shit about everybody, and it's just like
he talks shit about some of the biggest too.
He
even talks shit. He talks shit on Jay Prince. He talks shit on Nas.
He was talking shit about Pac. Listen, when you start talking shit about Pac, whatever happens after that.
Fuck you after that, boy. Fuck you.
They about to get your ass. Hey, but then police like, you know you fucked up, right? Right, you know you fucked up.
You know you fucked up, don't you?
Hey, after that shit, hey, whatever comes to knocking, you gonna have to handle that.
I seen to this topic for 5 seconds, the Kareem Hunt shit we was just talking about. I seen somebody made a meme and posted in my news feed.
I can't deal with this.
And they was like, for Menace to Society, it was like, if that was Kane on TV, you got your ass. If that was Kane whooping your ass last night, you got your ass whooped. The motherfucker says, let's see if Kareem will run for 200 yards once police see this tape. I couldn't help but laugh. The biggest fan of Kareem Hunt, but nigga, funny is funny. That shit was funny as a motherfucker. On to the next topic. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart threw a birthday party for one of his kids. I think his name was Enzo or something like that. And Kevin, you know what? I know you got that money. I know people be talking shit. Let me look at this. I think it was Enzo. I think his son's name is Enzo. Mm-hmm. Now, we talk about broke people for naming their kids after these rich, like, things that we really can't afford. Porsche, what the fuck, Lexus, blah, blah, blah. You name Joe. Nigga, we know Enzo is a Ferrari. Yeah. What the hell are you doing, Kevin? You got that bread. You should be on another level. Anyway, he throws this kid I wouldn't call it extravagant. It was a Cowboys and Indians theme. But he took a lot of flack from that. And the thing I got to say about that, even though one of my Facebook friends, my homeboy, my OG, he said it was mostly black people dragging him for that. It was a lot of white people too. But I just can't see how people can. All right, he throws that party on Thanksgiving. Now, the same day that Kevin Hart throws his party, Cowboys and Indians, the Cowboys play the fucking Redskins on fucking national TV. And that's just how I think. Like, okay, why aren't you mad at this bullshit that we gotta watch almost every Thanksgiving? But you were mad because he threw a Cowboys and Indians themed party. Now, if I'm ignorant to the significance of a black person throwing a Cowboys and Indians party, please enlighten me. But if you're going to get mad at Kevin Hart, which I wouldn't know about Kevin Hart throwing his kid a Cowboys and Indians party, but what I did know about was the 100 million people who watched that fucking game on Thanksgiving. It's like, what's the difference? You didn't write the NFL and said this shit shouldn't be done. Like, I'm truly lost, and I purposely didn't even do more research to find out why they were mad, because I just can't see somebody being mad over Cowboys and Indians party.
Okay.
And that's just me. Please enlighten me if I'm wrong.
I think everybody's perspective is different. It's just different. First of all, no one is ever going to get mad at sports in America. I don't give a fuck what you do. We should leave sports. You can do whatever the fuck you want to. And if they play sports or if it's got something to do with sports, no one is going to.
Especially football, right?
Especially football. No one is going to bat an eye. Nobody's going to try to change the fucking name. No one is going to try to explain to people why this is still okay. No one is going to do anything because it has something to do with sports. Now, how I feel. When I used to go to the Halloween store on Halloween, and I would see shit like
the Halloween store,
like Spirit. Then they had what's the other? Halloween City. A lot of actual stores. I go to those. So when I
trying on costumes,
you know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, this shit fly. But when I used to see certain shit, like they would have one like a sombrero, like to dress up as a Mexican, and to dress up as like I
want a sombrero.
I feel like this, and this is just me. We get upset, not even just blackface. We get upset if a chick for a white woman was to like put braids on her hair. And for Halloween, I'm talking about for Halloween, and to kind of dress urban-ish, and be like, this is wrong. But when it comes to other cultures and people making fun of that shit, we be like, why don't see nothing wrong with it? Like you cannot. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm not saying blackface. Blackface is totally different from wearing braids and dressing up. So I'm not even touching that. So anybody who comments after this, I'm not even touching blackface. I'm saying that's unacceptable, period. But what I'm saying is when people dress up in like us, basically, let's just be honest, because we came and we didn't have culture, so we made our own culture. It is what it is. But when people do stuff like us and they're white, we get pissed off and we get attitude. So you have to keep that same energy when it's someone else. But the only difference is did they have shows that were cowboys and Indians? Yes, they did. The only problem is that in American society, the Indians were portrayed to be the bad ones. And the cowboys were portrayed to be this wonderful, these great people who are just trying to help people and do great things and ride in on horses and save. You know what I mean? They didn't show you raping kids and killing the men. They don't show you doing that shit even though y'all did. However, so do I think that some people who are of that nationality would be pissed off and upset? Yeah. And I can't tell you not to be. The same way I don't feel like a white person can tell me what I should be mad at. You cannot tell me. So if it comes to a Native American being like, hey, I don't like this shit. Who am I to tell you not to? Like, well, it's okay. Because I wouldn't want somebody telling me, well, it's okay. She didn't mean that. No, fuck you.
Hey, you know what? You got me on that one.
Yeah, I
didn't think of the cultural significance, especially on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, like
maybe that was it.
Right. I feel how I feel about it. So if it was a Native American, like when it comes to other people, I feel like you should have your opinion, whatever. But if a Native American was to come to you and say, I have a fucking problem with this pisses me off, especially as black people, we should be the last motherfuckers to be like, well, I don't understand why. But we want people to understand why our shit upsets us. We want us to understand why we can say nigga, but if another white person said nigga, we like, hell, hold up. Like, I don't feel like I have to explain to you why the fuck I don't want you saying that shit. The same way when it comes to other cultures getting mad at certain shit, I can't say you shouldn't be mad. Like if a person says, well, like to a Muslim or anyone else, like, well, you shouldn't feel this way or you shouldn't do this. You ain't got that right to tell somebody to feel that way. If a person wants to be pissed off at Kevin for doing that shit, because Kevin wasn't dressed up.
He wasn't.
Hey, listen, in that picture, Kevin was not dressed up. Okay. Kevin had on a sweatsuit. I think he had like a sweatsuit with a red hat.
Yeah, on a Jordan fit.
Listen, that boy was not dressed up, and for that reason, you knew what Kevin probably was like. This shit here, but this ain't my fucking choice. But this shit here.
Yeah.
Because it sound like some shit wifey did. It sound like some shit wifey went along with.
I was, okay.
Let's just be honest.
I will say that I usually don't admit when, well, I wasn't wrong. I was just misinformed on this one. Okay, I give you that one. I didn't think about it like that. I was so caught up in the comparison, okay, well, why are you mad at this instead of that? So that's kind of where my mind was, but now I'm starting to get it. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like a respect of each other's space. Mm-hmm. Like we can't, black people, we can't always play the victim. Like, oh my God, everything worse happened to us, and we should be the only people upset in this world. Like, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna say fuck you because we should be upset, but I am gonna say fuck that. Like, we should not be the only people upset. It was a lot of fucked up shit that happened to a lot of fucked up people that were not white. So you can't sit up here and say, well, this is how you should feel. If you don't want somebody else coming to you and saying shit, this is how you feel. Because white people do that shit to us on the daily, baby. Man. White people tell us, I don't know why you're mad. They're getting better. The world's getting better. The police are taking training. Like,
and then when you choke them, you go to jail.
Why y'all take me? Like, I don't understand why when cops do certain shit, they be like, well, they shouldn't have resisted. Then we tell you why we mad, and then they say, well, we shouldn't get mad. I just kind of feel like if you don't want a motherfucker telling you why you should be mad, don't do it to nobody else.
And I agree with that now, because this is not funny, but you, like, shit. When the last time you saw an Indian? Black people say, well, we have went through some shit, but when the last time you saw 100% Indian?
But and listen, because they closed off those parts, just like when they was fighting over the water and fighting over the land, and to this day, and we paid no fucking attention to that shit. Mm-hmm. What's crazy? We paid no fucking attention to it, but we quick to say, I got Indian in my family. Fuck you. Like, you are paying no.
But where they at? Shit, you know what I mean?
They
2 or 3 generations back, like, and the thing, all right, now I get it. Because as far as Native Americans, the way we view Indians, we don't even think of, like, India or anybody over there. We think of Native Americans. And they are, like basically extinct. I can be, you know what I mean, ignorant on my research on that one, but it's like, yeah, they went through all right.
They did. They
I'm defeated. I admit it.
Yeah, they did. They I mean, shit, they were the first people to get done. Like, when we came over here to they shit. Like, not only did white people come over here to they shit, we came over here to they shit. And not only did we come over here to they shit, this is the main reason of trust issues between people. Our fucking history started off with trust issues. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like people say, oh shit, that shit's not important. But let that shit happen to you. You know what I mean? Let somebody do that shit to your to what you believe in, your culture, everything. Let somebody do that shit to you. Let somebody do that shit to Christianity. Make fun of or being,
oh my God.
Or being a Muslim or being let that shit happen to you. And I'm saying religion, of course, is and what you believe in is totally different from who you are.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying sometimes we have to understand we had to pick and choose our battles. And I believe in that. This is what makes my life easy. I pick and choose my battles. I didn't bring anything up about this situation because I'm picking and choosing my battles. I don't have any, you know what I mean? I can honestly say from history, from pictures, from, like, most black people do have Indian in their family. And you can go down lines. I know I can. And people will say, well, you dark. I'm sorry for this slow black people. I have to pick you up. But yeah, I have a lot of Creole in my family too. But on my grandfather's side, we do. And a lot of people, period, they do. Mm-hmm. Which is another reason why when people say, where are all the Indians? We have to remember, too, not all Indians, some of them dated out of their race. A lot of them went and dated, which is what they're trying to say is going to happen to the population, period. Mm-hmm. There's not going to be one solid population. It's going to be mixed with different, because that is exactly what happened. And then we have to remember, Indians were tortured. They were raped. So if you raped and you having kids by people, you're not having kids by other Indians. Mm-hmm. You're having kids by white people. You having kids by anybody that's coming over and taking over. So this is what happened to their culture.
So your bloodline is getting thinner and thinner.
You know what I'm saying?
Thinner.
And this is exactly what's happening, which is why they say you need to prove what percentage of you that you are, which is some bullshit. You white motherfuckers came over here and did that shit, fucking bullshit. However, the ones that's down for the cause, we do still love y'all. But yeah, I'm not gonna point blank period. I'm not going
we love
to.
Y'all.
Yeah, we do. The ones who down for the cause, the ones who not, fuck y'all. I don't care. So I'm not going. So I mean, it is what it is. So I'm not going to. Yeah, I can't pick it. I can't do that. I can't take up for my people and then tell another race of people like, but you shouldn't be so mad. You shouldn't be so fucking upset.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was ignorant to this subject, and I'm glad I've been enlightened on it.
Get Kevin's ass. Shit, he got to talk about the money he got, who he helping. Get his shit. Get his motherfucking. He wasn't dressed up. Get his wife because he knew what his motherfucking ass did. He left.
What race is his wife?
Shit, who knows?
I was just about to say I have no idea.
Gold. Okay, let me stop. I'm sorry.
I can believe that. She didn't leave that nigga out to cheat. She could have got that check. It's like, nah, this nigga gonna make some more money. I ain't taking this little bit. Taking this bullshit.
She knew the specials was coming up. What he got in the works. Shit. If I knew what he got in the works, you think I would go from Tyrone cheating ass and leave Kevin's rich cheating ass?
Hell nah.
I'm going to pick and choose my odds.
5 years, I'm gonna make up an argument. Nigga, this soap is always still in the tub. You don't never put it in the tray. I want a divorce.
Why the microwave always sing when your motherfucking ass you?
I don't know a nigga that don't motherfucking stop it on one. I always hit this goddamn microwave. I always stop the microwave on one. I ain't gonna. Why is that, people? Like, I know some people do it. I don't like to hear a microwave ding.
I like that shit. Right.
I'm one of them weird people. I could be in there. I could be in the front room in there. I could be in the front room. I know to come back in here, it'd be like on 3 seconds. I take off. I make sure I get to that microwave before someone.
I used to feel like that. I used to be like, I don't want to hear that bitch.
Like it's a bomb. I feel like I'm defusing a bomb.
I used to be like that. I used to be like, I don't want to hear it ding until I got lazy. Shit, that bitch the dinged and 3 minutes later, 5 minutes later, I'm still sitting down like, shit. I'm going to turn this shit on again.
Gotta warm it up again.
Shit, niggas been sitting here just chilling. Not wanting to move.
Oh my God.
I know the shit cold down.
Yeah, I just did that when I got to the house. Like, I was super tired. I had to sit my ass down, and my microwave dinged for like 2 minutes.
And we need a microwave that be like, ding. Only for black people. We need a microwave that be like, ding. And then like 30 seconds later, that bitch be like, ding. And then it'd be like, ding, nigga.
You know what? I'm with that.
We'd be like, oh, shit.
Put a little pepper in your step, nigga.
Oh, shit.
You'll get this shit out of here. You know what? I have to bring this up. It's not new, but I'm newly infatuated. We need smart microwave. We need a microwave that Alexa controls.
You know what? I'm pretty sure they have them.
I need one.
Let's Google.
I need to be in the living room and say, Alexa, set my microwave for 2 more minutes. And then I come in there and check it out.
Ooh.
Do you see it? Don't tell me you see it.
I see smart microwave, Samsung, smart microwave, Google Home, smart microwave, Amazon. Let's see what they have.
Ooh, try Amazon. Oh, you a Google Home person.
I was about to say, fuck you. I'm better. So about Google Home? My son do that. It's so funny. He be like, Google. Hey, you confused. Okay, so yeah, they do. They have smart microwaves. Let me
oh my God,
let me see
I gotta
what
make
they
a
have.
purchase.
So $219.
God damn, how many cubic inches is that?
It's small.
Oh shit.
They got Home Depot has a Whirlpool Smart. It's $529.
Oh hell no.
But he said, "Bitch, you want the best, don't you?"
I'll be getting one in 2020.
Okay.
When they drop.
What about when the prices go down? Let me see. They have. Oh, they still have some. They have cheaper ones. They have the Samsung ones and the Toshiba ones. Toshiba. They have one. So they do. I was about to say, I know if they make smart refrigerators, they make smart microwaves.
I never thought about the smart microwave, but now I'm thinking about everything smart because I gotta admit to y'all, I went and bought the Echoes, and all I do is talk. All I do is talk to them.
This fool been talking.
I'm infatuated by them.
Hey!
I've been searching for different skills for Alexa. Every day I'm trying to find something. And I ran out of shit about a couple days ago. Like certain things you could do. Like, hold on for a second. I'm about to show Bianca something. Alexa, call my phone. Find my phone.
You have Find My Phone enabled. Do you want to open it?
Alexa, stop. All right, see, I'm a little drunk. I said call first. And I confused her.
Definitely said, hey, what you you know what? Here, but I will tell you this. I will tell you this. I think we enjoy it. You have to think, these people who have money, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've heard people say, because my mom work around rich people. I've heard
what
people
they say. What
like,
the rich people talking about?
So the refrigerators that now are online are out that you can plug Alexa, Google Home. You can plug, like, you can see who coming. The whole your security footage can be on the TV on the refrigerator. You can do all kind of stuff. You can tell it to freeze certain parts of your refrigerator colder than what you would like. All kind of stuff. They're like, oh, we've been having this. And we just like, damn, they just put it out. They're like, no, we've been having this. It's like the inside scoop of things when you have cash.
Yeah.
It's like we got this new shit popping.
That shit, we already got that shit.
Before we give it to the regular humans, we gonna go ahead and let y'all see what's popping off over here.
I've done the research, though. A lot of the things, like when you, say you price a smart home. Mm-hmm. That technology is going to run you, like they'll probably charge you like $100,000 for maybe, well, I wouldn't say a $60,000 house, but it's going to be an extra $50,000 price tag at least.
Yeah.
But now, and I guess the rich people are like, God damn, these niggas getting it. You can just like kind of rig you up like a cheaper smart home, because first of all, the Echoes aren't, whether you get the regular Echoes or the Dots or whatever, they're not that expensive. And I Googled some things, like now you have smart plugs, like even the fucking plugs that you plug in a device to are smart. They listen to Alexa. Mm-hmm. So you can walk in the room and say, turn on the lamp or turn on the TV. Are they $1 million lamps or TVs? No. They're just plugged into a smart plug.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. Like I looked and they said they had the, what is the Fire monitor. They have they can hook up to Alexa, can hook up to Google Home, can hook up to all these things. So
yeah.
So you can do other stuff.
Alexa's listening to us.
Like seriously. So for us, I mean, it's like, yeah, like they could it does not shock me. What shocks me is, what makes me nervous is because I was going to get like the cameras everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And then I seen this article, and I can't remember what, I think it was on like Dateline or whatever. And they were telling people who have like cameras in their houses to be careful and make sure they're hooking them up correctly and going through an actual company, because there were people that were hacking in people's houses, getting, I mean, and you have to think, hackers are hackers. Like, whatever the fuck you thinking you could do, you know. A hacker is like, no, I know shit about this shit. I'm going to get into your shit. Uh-huh. And there were hackers that would get into their camera system, their security system. And one person had like a camera in the rooms. Mm-hmm. And they found out that a guy was looking at their daughter dress every day because they hacked inside their system as far as the cameras. Another one hacked inside the system and found out when they were home and went in and changed that shit and went in and robbed these people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, and they even say that too when they release certain stuff, that you still have to double check and be careful, because it's kind of like, once you let stuff control like the locks on your doors or certain shit, it can also go a different way. It can also be haywired, and then somebody unlock your shit. Yeah. Like, I feel like I wanted to do certain things. I don't want it to do everything. I don't want it to, just like smart cars. I don't even trust the rear view back in the mirror. I don't. I look back. I don't even trust the let me, like, you see where I'm reversing back to.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Look at that Google card that crashed.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. You're doing too much shit. You're doing too much shit. As long as my limbs work for certain things. Like, certain things I wanted to still do. Certain stuff I still have Google Home do. I love it. Because it's the same. I love it. I love it. I love how it connects to my phone. I love how it's connected to the TV because Samsung. I love how it connects to everything. Everything I do. Even my laptop. When I do at work, when I do at school, it connects to everything. I love that part. What I don't want you doing, though, bitch, I don't want you touching my doors. Because if I'm in there snuggled up, sleeping shit, and Tyrone's smart motherfucking ass who been sitting up there hacking to my shit and unlocks them up, mother.
Yeah.
Nigga, you in my shit. Would be like, I've been watching for a while.
I know everything yet. I'm gonna be all right.
I checked the refrigerator. I know I'm gonna make a sandwich as soon as I get that bitch. You motherfucker.
Hey, the crazy thing about it, I thought about that stuff too, but the only thing I was like, okay, and they didn't have like an app to connect Alexa to the alarm system.
Yeah.
So if you get in here, the alarm still will go off. But the only thing I think, and like I said, I'm new to her. I just started dealing with her, and I just like the things. And I'm about to get corny for y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Like my girl, I thought I had to work all weekend. I work today. I don't work tomorrow. But like I got all my echoes linked up. And like I'll be at work or something. And my girl, you know what? It was funny when I got home because she said she tried to talk back to me. Which she can't. I don't think Alexa could do that right now.
Yeah, she'll tell you, I can't do that.
But I was at work. And, like, I'll just, like, randomly, like, Tasha, what you doing? And in every room, she'll hear, like, no matter where she is. And then it's like, it's just something new and cool for me. I know some people have had it 10 years because it's not brand new technology.
That was a rhyme.
But, like, and I made a joke on Facebook earlier. Like, I feel myself, okay, well, I wouldn't say it's romantic because we were about 20 miles apart. But I thought she was home, so I said, Alexa, play I Want to Sex You Up in all rooms. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to give her 5 minutes and I'm going to call her. She wasn't home. She was
This fool said, nigga, I ain't there.
She was out. But I thought, those are the only things that I like about it. The locks, and yes, I did order them. I started thinking about it after, but I might not like immediately get them installed. I'm one of those people
Don't do it.
that like when I find something I like, I just jump on it. I'm like, ooh, shit, this is cool.
Don't do all of. You know what? I'm the type of person to be like, I want to see how this shit pan out. I tell people that shit the minute they be like, you hear that shit? I want to see how this shit works. I want to see what's coming up.
I need to see some reviews first.
Love Android. I love my Androids. You know what I'm saying? I love the Note. Nothing's happened with the Note. But when them S7s came out, I was like, bitch, seems hot. You know what I'm saying? They literally were when they were burning on fire.
Yeah.
I like to see how shit's panning out for others before I go in and do it.
I feel you on that. I think I should try it. I think I should wait. I'm messing with it. Like a lot of the things that I've learned that it does, I'll just sit and play with it while I'm by myself. I think my girl be talking to it while I'm gone.
No,
I'm not fond of.
I do that too. Like I'll get you because when they even on my phone, like I like to, because everybody just think, well, you can search Google, but Google Assistant does a lot of shit, and detailed stuff too. And I didn't even know. And and I've had Google Home for a minute and didn't even hook it up for a while. And then when I was like, let me just go ahead and hook it up. You know what I mean? Let me just play with it. So it is fun playing and just figuring different things. Like I can play games with you. I can talk to you. I can ask you about your day. You can, on my phone, when I schedule my stuff in my Google app, everything, like I'll be like, tell me about my day. Remind me of my day, what I got to do. And she'll be like, oh, you got this. You got to schedule this.
Yeah.
You got to take Kai here. You got to do this. You got to do that. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, tell me, you know what I mean? Like, when she as far as my everything, because I put everything on my Google. That I have to worry about, too. Because I was like, feel like I'm putting too much shit on my Google. But I do. My emails, everything. Like, read my emails to me. Tell me what I got going on. Because I am a established woman now. So I do use email. When people talk to me, I'm like, don't text me, email me. I'm like, can I get an email? Did you email me?
Nigga, hit me on the mail.
Did you email me? Was it Yahoo or Google? Because, there's a difference. I need my email. So it hooks with everything. It's like, and I love how that goes. But I don't trust that hoe. I don't trust her to do... you're not messing with my locks. You're not messing with my locks. You're not messing with, certain things.
You ain't fucking with my house.
Like, I want to wait till certain things happen, and then I'll see. Because I'll be the type of hacking your shit, be like, turn the heat on 90. Look at Rob wake up sweat. Why am I so...
I already do that, and that's the reason why I ordered the thermostat. Like I said, they haven't gotten here, but I do, I wait. I know I'm not the only person. You go to sleep, it's a nice temperature, and you wake up and it's like, dude, is somebody in here fucking with the heat? I just want to say, turn the heat to 67 or some shit like that. Cool this motherfucker down. But I will say this. Artificial. I just think, new stuff is just fun when you get it. It could be 10 years old, but when you get it, it's just fun to play with it. Just like
it is.
What I just tried to say in my drunk voice and she didn't understand. I don't lose my phone in the house. This house isn't very large.
That's what said, Ron, what the fuck are you talking about?
But I'll come in and be like, Alexa, find my phone.
Great. I'm going to call your phone now, so listen out.
I like this, even though I haven't lost my phone.
Because I can't
That fool
put it
said.
on silent.
Right, she told you. But if it's on silent, nigga.
It's on solitude. But she'll just call me. You know what? That's how you know I'm excited about it, because I'll tell this bitch to find my phone, and my phone is in my hand. So, yeah, technology's cool, but just like Bianca said, we can't go too far overboard with it, because a lot of these hackers, and there's disgruntled people who, they tell their little cousin how to do it, and now all of a sudden he's the hacker. He knows how to get into it. This nigga used to work for the company and shit. So people are out here.
Niggas want to fire me?
I'm about to spread all y'all shit.
That's some shit I do. Come on.
Oh my God. Let me find one more juicy topic before we get out of here. All right, I got to do this.
The juice is loose, boy. Coming dropping.
When is that shit dropping?
The wait is almost over.
I thought that shit was dropping with Meek. I thought y'all was going to compete.
Well, when I called Meek and we had this conversation, the beef was squashed. These gotta go in detail. The beef was squashed already. But when I called Meek and Meek was like, he dropping this, I was like, out of respect, out of pure respect, I'm gonna go ahead and hold my album back.
I don't want to crush your ass, man.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to come out with that heat. So, because I already knew the fans was waiting. Oh, so what I decided to do was to just go ahead and hold it back. I'm going to drop it. I'm
going to hold my shit around Christmas.
I'm going to drop it. No, I'm even doing something better for the fans. I ain't even going to make y'all wait that long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it right before summer. Because I want y'all to feel these bangers before y'all be in the, hanging out at the park, just doing all kind of wild shit, playing the music. But I am going to drop a couple of hits for y'all.
Hey, you just made me think of something funny. I remember, it was around the time I first met my girl, I asked her when her birthday was. And she going to listen to this and she going to talk shit. I asked her when was her birthday. She was like, it's the day before Flag Day. I'm like, oh, okay. Alexa, when is Flag Day? Motherfucker, nobody knows what Flag Day is. Only people who birthday is before or after knows when it is. I know now, but don't say that shit like it's common knowledge. Who the fuck knows what Flag Day is?
So do you? Oh, that is true. I believe that you know certain things. Like I'll ask everybody, like, what's Kansas' birthday? They're like, what?
You got me.
Listen, okay. So the only reason I know is because it's on my brother's birthday, and I always say, it's around Kansas' birthday, and they be like, what? I'm like, oh, it's January 29th.
Yeah, I was about to say, hey, can we get a hint?
Then they be like, oh, okay, but I wouldn't known that. Punk ass Columbus share around my time. You know what I'm saying? When we found out the truth, then I gotta share this shit with you. So I gotta redeem your ass a holiday that we've been celebrating. I gotta redeem this shit. I gotta tell my son, celebrate just my birthday, son, not Columbus, cause
exactly.
the nigga's a swindler. Like,
a little swindler.
listen, I heard somebody say that. Oh my God, it was in a comment. It is so funny how words, I don't know about y'all, but do words, like certain words that people say, it just triggers something and it cracks me up.
Yeah.
Like swindlers.
Old school words, swindler, yeah.
If I hear you call somebody a swindler, I'll be like,
oh, this nigga just took me back.
I'll be like, you shiesty as hell.
And what we're going to do is go back. Way back.
You cannot be trusted. If anybody calls you a swindler, nigga, you might as well fight him. Either you going to fight him or it's true. You pick which route you taking.
If somebody call you that these days, you are a fucked up person. You don't use that shit loosely. If you label a nigga a swindler, you don't need to be fucking with that cat.
You are a fucked up individual. I will tell you that, you damn swindler.
Oh my God.
That's one of my words. I'm sorry. I feel like I should give a word every show on what I feel. And the word for today. So the word for today is swindler.
I like that.
If you guys, okay, we're going to do a word of the day or word of the week.
I like that.
Because I want you to use it throughout the week. If you see somebody just on some shady, shiesty shit, I want you to let them know that they are swindlers and they are no good.
You no good swindler. You know what? I like that segment.
Okay, I think we should do that. I'm going to come up with a word of the week for all of us to use. It could be old. It could be new. Most of these are going to be a little older. But I want us, it's words that we listen to and be like, damn, that got to be bad. Swindler is the word for the week.
Swindler is going to be, y'all going to be pissing people off calling them that.
Use it. Use it. Use it.
What the fuck this bitch just called me? No, them new school niggas. What?
Listen, if you get into a fight over the shit, know it was worth it. Know it was worth it.
It was definitely worth it.
The only time you want to use that is when they are really a fucked up individual. Like if that person might be, you're a little, it's a little shaky.
Yeah.
You're not sure. Don't use it. Don't use it on. But if you're sure the person's fucked up, drop that shit on them.
You're 100% sure. Go ahead and hit him with it.
Hit him with that shit fast.
All right. I was going to end with a funny topic, but I'm in with this. And I got to say this. We talked about this last week, but I kind of got pissed off with it this week.
Oh, it's good.
I don't know. It's one of my strange rants.
Oh, this is good.
I just got to talk about Americans.
Oh, this is better than good.
People have the nerve to intrude on other people's territory.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then when they die, you got these fucking quacks.
I just felt my damn word for the next thing. You fucking quack. The goddamn doctor's a quack. He's going to take you for your insurance policy.
You got me covered with words. You got these fucking quacks want to fucking come out of nowhere all of a sudden because you can't retrieve these dumb motherfuckers' body. And I'm gonna be a lot more brutal than I was last week. You fucking dumbasses are fucking defending the fucking actions of a fucking quack. This fucking fool went into prohibited territory protected by law, got fucking killed, which you should. If you walk into my house and I don't know you, if I feel like I can't take you or you're not posing imminent danger, I might try to fuck you up. But if you come in here on some ruthless shit, I'm going to fucking definitely take that chance to fucking kill you. So for you to fucking come and say that now they're hinting. I was seeing fucking posts which Facebook conveniently took down. I shared a post by National Geographic, and all of a sudden it violated Facebook community standards. See, what people don't realize, and this is what I think. These are my thoughts. So if you don't agree with them, fuck you. But I really think that, like, aside from TV, which they control what we watch, but now it's getting a little bit uncontrollable. We can fucking view what we want. A lot of the shit that you wanted us to watch, we don't fucking watch anymore. It's too many options. We're watching shit that has nothing to do with you, so you get kind of pissed. So social media stepped in. Now you can pay these fucking billionaires to control the narrative. Now, if someone goes outside of the lines and says that, okay, now these people may be in danger because Americans feel that since he killed an American, that maybe these people should abide by our rules. Maybe letting a civilization last for over 30,000 years without having to fucking worry about the penalties of the fucking society that we live in, maybe that's just too good for them. I think it's fucked up for you to say that maybe these people need to be brought to justice. Brought to justice, they don't know anything about a fucking justice system. This fucking quack knew about, this fucking quack knew exactly what he was doing. He fucking got killed. He should have wore a fucking spear-proof vest. He didn't. He's fucking dead. Let it go. These people don't know anything about the law. These people weren't fucking, they didn't have it embedded in their fucking brains like we did. And that fucking bothers you. It really does. It really fucking bothers you. And what bothers me is that now when huge fucking publications decided to say, from whatever tips that they may have received, that, hey, now we think these people are in danger. We feel that now, since that situation occurred, that you're going to go over there and try to, and it'll be easy because we have a short attention span. And if you don't allow us to share what people think about the negative things that could happen to these people, then nobody talks about it. Then all of a sudden, years later, we don't know the island. We don't know what the fuck it is. We haven't been 100 miles offshore India. Now all of a sudden, this new island pops up and it's a fucking tourist destination. Oh, we never heard of that. And we never put two and two together. Easily, you can say, oh, well, they must have eaten the victim, and since they don't get the shots that we have over here, it wiped out the population because you made sure you included that in all the fucking stories. I think it's fucked up that we try to force our fucking way of living on a people that
have fucking survived.
Survived
for years on things that did not happen to be needed, like things that we need. First of all, vaccinations. We have forms that parents can sign and people can sign if they don't want their kids to be vaccinated. So stop saying don't even do that. Don't even say that what we have is what they really fucking need. This is the same shit that happened to the Indians. Are we not picking up things here? Are we not?
I don't think a lot of us are.
I don't think so. Are we not? If you feel like everything that happened to the Native Americans were wrong, then you should feel the same way about these people. Because that's exactly what the fuck is happening. First of all, they didn't fuck up with nobody. If you have Coast Guards telling you do not come over there and you go over there, isn't that breaking the law? Why not? Wait, hold up. When black people break the law, we broke the fucking law. So whatever the fuck happened to us, we deserved because we broke the fucking law. But this quack went over here and
quack ass
and broke the fucking law. And no one is saying, oh, he shouldn't have broke the fucking law. Okay, a couple of people are saying like shit nigga got what he deserved.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
But for you to say we need to change laws for somebody who broke the fucking law, wait, what? It makes no sense. We need to change laws for someone who broke the law.
How that work?
This one's a thinker. It's gonna take me a minute. We're gonna be here for a while.
Exactly.
Like, no, you broke. No one told you to go over there. No one told you to be in their presence. No one told you. They didn't even send you an invitation to come over there. You had to sneak over there.
Yes.
To which obviously people knew to leave these people alone. Leave them alone. They live on their own. They have their own rules. They have on. That's just like if he would have went over to a different country and wanted to preach. And they're like, hey, this is not what we do. Mm-hmm. And he was getting his fucking head chopped off. Y'all wouldn't go over there trying to get him. There's been plenty of people who are in Chinese camps that are stuck there because they did something while they were over there on a visit.
Yeah.
And nobody's going over there trying to get them. So
exactly.
why the fuck are we messing with these people when he just did the same thing and got his head chopped off?
Exactly.
Or stuck with arrows or whatever. Don't take your fucking ass over there. If it's law to stay where you are, you shouldn't have tried to sneak over there.
Exactly. These people, and I won't even say killed, they protected their fucking land in the 70s. They protected their fucking land in the 80s. Hey, fishermen have been getting their fucking hats brought to their ass for trying to walk on their land for a long time. But you know the fucked up thing about social media? Social media can bring attention of the negative kind. Now that the world saw this, you got these rich, you got billionaires that probably have their eyes on that saying, you know what? I want that shit.
And they should get popped too. You know what? Sorry. You should get popped too for trying to come over there. That's like if somebody come into your house and say, shit, I like this shit. This house look nice.
Now you got to figure out a way to off this liquor.
That is the same way. You know what? If we were to be in our living rooms watching TV and someone was to walk into your house and say, shit, I like this shit.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take over. Oh, never mind. That was slavery. They did do that.
Yeah, y'all did that.
They did do that.
Y'all got that done.
Oh, right. That did indeed happen. Just in case y'all didn't know it happened.
Friendly reminder.
Just wanted to let you know. But that's just like if someone was to come into your house now and say, I really like this. This is what I want. And I'm going to try to get it. And this is where you live. This is what you used to. This is you. You would not like that. You would not feel like that's cool. That man went over there where the people feel like, oh my God, these have to be horrible people. America's fucking horrible.
Exactly.
We kill people.
Wouldn't you fucking protect yourself against us? I mean, I would. I mean, and we call ourselves Americans now because we live here. But the fucking tag on Americans across the world, it ain't great. They know a lot about our history. Some of them know more than we do.
Hold on. The NRA makes sure that we protect ourselves from each other all the time. So why the fuck are we worried about going over there and trying to take them shit and getting mad at them for protecting themselves from us?
Exactly. Short story. And I'm going to say this because I'm an asshole. I've been in this house for 4 years. Within the first year, when I felt comfortable meeting my neighbors, I met them all. One of the last ones was the one over this way, to the left of me, if I was standing facing the front door, because y'all can't see me. But nice little old lady lives next door. Went over there a few times, talked to her, chilled. She has a beautiful house. I'm like, how old are you? Want to see how long she got left. I worked for Coca-Cola, went over there one day, had a lot of pop. I said, you know what? I think I'm going to take her a 12-pack.
You look on 30.
She revealed to me that she has cancer. I'm sorry. I'm a person with a heart. Okay. Sorry to hear that. I'll bring something more nutritious. You know what I mean? Anyway, to the story. What the fuck would I look like trying to expedite her exit? It wouldn't be right. I'll wait it out. These people have lived 30,000 years without us. You guys don't feel y'all can wait. It's going to be something that pops up, and we might not even hear about it. This is news because the media is controlled by the big wigs. Might be some stories that we may never hear. Next time you hear about Richard Branson buying a fucking exotic island, it might be that one. We have no idea what happened to those people. And yes, I am probably not millions, but thousands of miles away, and I fucking care. I think that the thought process that I fucking have 99.9, I'm I'm 99.9% sure that there's a plot going on right now against those people, and it's sad because I feel for them.
I know it is. Like, you can, even if other people are like, leave him alone, there's other people's like, no, we need to get over there.
Yeah.
Because the same way his ass did, you nosy motherfuckers just got to figure out what's going on. We need to study them. We need to study why the fuck we are the way we are. With all the trouble in the world, we hear commercials all the time about how many Americans there are that are not eating and that are starving and homeless and we worried about going over somewhere else and fixing some shit. If we can't fix the shit that we got going over here, how are we gonna try to go over somewhere else and fix some shit?
That's the thing I don't fucking understand. I'll tell you this. I've been thinking about this shit for weeks since I first heard it. Every fucking day, and I'm one of those weird people. This is something new to me. This is something new and fresh. The media, I don't give a fuck about politics because we don't have a president. I don't give a fuck about a lot of the shit that the media reports. But when this story came up, it sparked something in me, and I think about it all the time. I'm curious. I'm curious as fuck. I want to know with these people, with their mentality, with their way of thinking, and it's primitive. Like, that's the word for it. It's very primitive. I want to know what's the most advanced thing they have on that island. I want to know their language. I want to know who they worship. All of that shit. But we have no fucking right to force our way over there to fucking find out. We've been living just fine without knowing what's going over there. I mean, what's going on over there. We've been just fucking fine. And for the last people of that, well, one of the last, I'm sure there's more. Not many more, but I'm sure there's another civilization going on that we have no idea about. Why in the fuck would you intrude on that? What else do we need? What fucking... I think the reason America is so hated because we're so fucking greedy. We don't need to know what the fuck's going on over there. If it was anything that could help us over here, but I'm sure that a civilization that has not advanced in 30 years as far as we have, we don't need to know what the fuck's going on over there. Mind your fucking business.
I don't need to know what's going over there. I don't even need to know because you're not fucking with nobody. So I don't need to know what's going over there. I don't need to know what you eat. I don't need to know what you like to read, if you can read. I don't need to know any of these things because that is what you do. Like, knowing what you do is not going to make me want to be like, let me change and do these things too. Things go on all over the world, and they do things differently, and that's what they do. That's how they function. And if they want us to know, that's cool. And if they don't want us to know, that's cool too. Like, sometimes I see beautiful houses and I be like, I wonder what they look like in the inside.
Yeah.
That don't mean my motherfucking ass is run up in that shit like, hey, I just want to see how you got this bitch decorated. How many rooms you got, how many bathrooms you got. Like, it's just something that you say, oh, that's nice.
Exactly.
And you keep rolling. Stop being nosy. Stop getting in people's business if it is not hurting anyone. And it didn't hurt anyone until his motherfucking ass came over there. Because guess what? If he did not go over there, he'd still be alive.
Exactly.
I mean, well, he would have still been alive because he didn't get popped by them. I don't know if the Lord had other plans for him.
Exactly.
But he would have still been alive. Like, he went over there and got killed because he went over there. Like, stop trying to make it. People come to America and get killed. It happens. I think you should mind your business. I think you should let these people live. I think it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with how they live their lives. They do what they do. I think he knew what he was doing when he went over there. He broke the law and he died. So America, do it like you do everybody else, every black person that you feel like broke the law and died. Get over it. We'll tell you to get over it like you tell us to get over it.
Exactly.
Get over it.
I will say that. Stop being nosy. We don't need to know what the fuck's going on over there. Whatever fuck's going on over there has worked for them for 30,000 years. We don't need to take it over. America doesn't need any more land.
We don't.
The rich and powerful don't need any more fucking vacation destinations. So just stop. I know you won't fucking listen, but it's fucking crazy how we want to force our problems because that's all we fucking have. We don't realize it because this is the days we live in. We have a lot of problems. The biggest problem that they face is people want to force their problems on them and come and invade their space. So I really wish that the next fucking quack that takes his ass over there gets dealt with. So fuck y'all, we go.